Good morning. It is Sunday morning. We are in Valencia and it is Valencia Marathon Day. I am just on the bridge. If you know anything about Valencia, which I don't really, aside from how incredible the architecture is. We're crossing the bridge towards the start. Yeah, I'm very nervous, as I always get before a marathon. I have been training for 14 weeks for today. I was hoping it would be longer, but if you've been watching my videos, I tore 2 ligaments in my ankle in the summer. So my first 8 weeks of planned training was doing no running because I was recovering from ankle ligament tears. So we did Amsterdam Marathon as a B race 8 weeks ago, which didn't go great. So today I'm actually going for it, for want of a better word. So earlier in the year, I made some videos about chasing race predictions from Strava, Runna and Garmin. And so far we have made videos and attempts at the 5K, the 10K and the half marathon. So today is the one where we're actually seeing how we do when kind of chasing the race predictions for the marathon distance. So I have them written down here. Strava today thinks I can do a 3:54:52. Runner thinks I can do a 3:49:59. Garmin thinks I can do a 3:47:17. My PB on marathon distance is 3:56:39 that I set in Chicago last year. So yeah, we are going for it today. The good thing is all 3 of those race predictions will be a new PB, which is what I would love to achieve today. A few factors that might come into play. My conditioning. I've dialed back my training coming back from injury. It hasn't been at the intensity that it has been for my previous marathon blocks, but we're going to see how we get on. So I've trained 3 days a week and I've dialed the intensity of the runs down, not necessarily the distance of the runs. So that is what I'm going to do. We're just coming over the bridge to the famous pools. If you've watched Star Wars series Andor, you might recognize some of the architecture of Valencia because this is where they filmed quite a lot of the scenes for, I think it was series 2. I don't know if they used it as much in series 1. Being here is amazing. As I say, the architecture is incredible. The atmosphere is building. So I'm going to get settled in and we'll check back in shortly. We are in the pen. We are walking to the start, I guess. There is a long walk from here to the actual start, so we've set our watch. What I didn't say earlier is I think we've got to try and keep our average pace for the run today to hit those targets between 5:20 and 5:30 per kilometre. So our idea actually is to try and stick with the 3 hour 45 minute paces. I saw their flags, but then I went to the loo, came out of the loo and everyone had moved. So yeah, I'm trying to find 3:45 paces and stick with them as much as possible. I think that is all I've got to say for now. Nervous energy. I'm feeling pretty nervous as I've said. So yeah, just gonna try and calm myself down, ready for the start. So yeah, big deal. We are off 1K in. Don't worry, we're not going to be doing an update to every kilometre. We've managed to catch the 3:45 paces. So my job now is just to try and stick with them. It is already quite clammy. They reckon it's going to get upwards of 20 degrees today, which might be a bit of a limiter. But yeah, so far we are just, as I always say, settling in. Let's go. 5k down, 26 minutes, 11 seconds, average pace 5 minutes 15 per kilometre, ahead of where we really need to be, but where we're trying to stay for as long as we can. We are about 10 to 20 metres behind the paces, bit of 3:45. It's getting warm. It's getting warm. It's been warm all morning, but it's getting warmer. Yeah, things are going well so far. I'm just trying to still settle in. I feel like this pace might be a little bit too hot today. So far it's going okay. See you in 5. We are through 10k in 52:30. That 5k split was 26:17, which I think was the same as the first, pretty much. So we're running pretty consistently right now. We've maintained pretty much the same distance behind the 3:45 paces, about 20 or so meters behind them. Yeah, so far it's going okay. So as I said in the last update, I don't quite know how long I'm going to be able to hold this pace, but focusing on markers is very helpful. Just coming up to water station. First one was a bit of a cluster, but we got what we needed in the end. So far we are ahead of even our best race prediction, which was the Garmin one, by about 90 seconds. Let's see how we hold on. Through 15k in 1:18:40. That 5k split was 26:18, which I think all three splits so far have maybe been within about 3 seconds of each other. So you could say I'm running consistently at the moment, but the 3:45s I think have gone a little bit ahead of pace maybe. According to my watch, I'm 2 minutes 10 ahead of even my best target today, which was the Garmin one, which was 3:47 something, I think. The atmosphere in that last 5k was unbelievable. Nothing short of unbelievable. It was a bit quiet in the kind of 5 to 10k split, but then the atmosphere in that bit just went through the roof, which is amazing. So 15k in, feeling quite good. A little bit leggy. We're trying to push through it. Kind of running the straight as much as possible. Sometimes it's possible, sometimes it's not. See you in a bit. $20k in 1:45:10. For once, my watch was actually ahead. 26:29 for that 5k. So this year going by, actually when we passed the marker, it was probably closer to that 26:20 mark where we've been all day. So it's starting to get hard now. Pace is consistent, distance from the pace is consistent, but yeah, it's starting to warm up even more. Running in the shade now, which is nice. But yeah, the legs starting to feel it, so I think there's going to be a big old cliff coming at some point in the not too distant future. Hopefully we'll hold on to close to 30k, but we will see. I said this during my 5k PB attempt earlier this year. Paces for me become my brain so I don't have to think about the pace. I just have to think about the flags, which does a hell of a lot for you while you're doing these runs. So we'll do a mini check-in at the half point. So far, so good. 2 minutes 36 ahead of our Garmin goal, which was the fastest one. Let's go. Through half marathon in 1:50:53, something like that. Even on a half marathon day, that's not bad. Officially into the second half, we're gonna have to dig in quite hard. $25k in 2 hours 12 minutes something. That 5k split was 27:22. We've slowed up a bit, definitely starting to feel it. Bit of a cliff. We still managed to keep that 5k split under 5:30 per kilometre pace. But yeah, it's a bit of a struggle now. I think it's above 20 degrees. Obviously when you've been training in the winter, shock to the system. We're digging deep, we're just trying to keep one leg in front of the other. People say run the kilometre you're in. I generally run the 5k that I'm in, so just going to concentrate on this next 5k, trying to keep it where we need it to be. Through 30 kilometres in 2 hours 32 minutes. That split was about 29 minutes. That split was kind of awful. I was desperate for water about 2k before a water station game, so I've got some extra with me this time. But yeah, that was a struggle. I had to have a couple of walks. One while I drank some water and tried not to be sick. So yeah, I'm having to dig really deep now to keep running. 12k left to go. I think the kind of 2:40, 3:45 paces are long gone. Yeah, about 40 seconds kind of behind where I need to be for the Garmin, the A goal. I'm just going to be happy with, if I get a PB today, I'm going to be absolutely delighted, which would be around 3:55. So we're way ahead of that at the moment. So as long as we can keep these legs moving for the next 12k, I'm hoping we can maybe make that. But yeah, it's becoming really tough now. The temperature, the clock temperature things around town are currently saying well, someone said it's 22 degrees, someone said it's 25 degrees. In any respect, it's warm. Got my wife on that split, which was great. And yeah, off we go. See you in 5. Through 35k in 3 hours 13 minutes. Average pace has slipped to 5:32. That doesn't tell the full story. That was a 31:30 5k split. I think one of the temperature and time things just read 27 degrees, but I don't think it's that hot. But I don't think it's far off it either. A couple of walks in that 5k. Park run and a half to go. It's very hard now. I'm just trying to keep, as they say, just keep one foot in front of the other. It's sometimes a bit harder said than done. I'm really pleased actually with how I've done today so far. Hopefully we do something good in 7k's time, but we don't know. It's getting very hard now with the heat. K, 3 hours 45 minutes and something, 2.2 left to go. This will be very borderline. Oh, the atmosphere is incredible. This will be borderline for a PB. I've got to find another gear for 2K. I put my Smash Glass album on by Gallops called Bronze Mystic. My friend Gav is in Gallops. Phenomenal band, check them out. Those soundtrack for my PBs this year. I'm gonna hunker down now and try and go for it. Gracias. Gracias. We are done.
Los invisibles. Y ahora quiero los legionarios de la maratón. Capaces de hacer lo que
In oh my god. 3 hours 56 minutes and 16 seconds, which is a new personal best. I don't care about the race predictions I was chasing. I do care, but I don't care. I really wanted to PB today because in 2026 that would be new lifetime PBs for 5K, 10K, half marathon and full marathon. But the second half of this year, from a running perspective, has been really tough. Coming back from probably my most serious injury I've ever had while running, tearing ligaments in my ankles. I'll stop banging on about it now. So the training for this was a little bit compromised, a lot compromised. Today, the first half went brilliant. I was following the 3:45 paces. I was sticking to them. The wheels came off a little bit over around 26k. I'll try and bring up some stats for my splits, but yeah, the pace dropped way off from 26k to 40k. When I went beyond 40k, I looked at the time, and I had about 10 minutes to try and get in the final 2.2k to PB. So I did this in Gothenburg. I just, as I said at the 40k point, I've got an album that I put that on, and I found something from somewhere, and I felt like I was flying for the last 2.2 kilometers. My watch was saying, fortunately, because it was telling me my split. Oops, I just kicked over a fence. It was telling me my split for that, and it was knocking on 5 minutes per kilometer, which was where I needed to be. And I just gunned it. I absolutely gunned it. And I think my PB was 23 seconds or something like that. I'll bring it up from Chicago. Even if it was 1 second, I would have been over the moon. So yeah, 3 hours 56:16 is my official time. It's lovely to get your result through so quickly. Chip time. It's always your chip time. It's never your Strava time. So yeah, I'm over the moon. I'm gonna go. Oh God. I fought for that harder than I think I've ever fought in a run before. So I'm really proud of myself, if I'm allowed to be. Thank you to everyone who's wished me luck today for today's run. Your support does mean a massive amount. Hopefully I inspire some people. I'm not here to tell you how to run. I'm hopefully here to inspire you. I'm a normal runner. You know, I'm just an everyday runner doing these amazing things. So got some very exciting things planned for 2026. So if you want to see what they are, like the channel, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and I'll reveal all soon. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya.